Every day, we face a relentless barrage of micro-decisions. We triage sprawling email threads, invent names for scattered downloads, and play a frantic game of calendar Tetris just to find time for lunch. By evening, we are staring blankly into a full fridge, simply too exhausted to decide what to cook. This friction stems from syntax, software built on rigid rules. It requires manual sorting, only working if a human pushes data into specific boxes. But with modern data volumes, this logic breaks down. Rules for 10 files become paralyzed by 1,000 unpredictable inputs. Managing life this way doesn't actually save time. It creates a second job where we serve as unpaid filing clerks for our own digital lives. Generative AI replaces syntax with semantics. Our tools are beginning to operate with contextual comprehension. These models don't just look at a file extension or a sender's address. They read unstructured text and analyze visual patterns to understand the human intent behind the data. This understanding turns software into an active layer of intelligence. Instead of just waiting for a command, it actively identifies and neutralizes digital clutter before it creates a distraction. In a typical inbox, crucial requests and deadlines are buried deep within sprawling threads that can reach 50 messages long. Natural language processing reads these massive threads, summarizing relevant points into concise action items. The assistant then draws on historical data to construct a tailored response, addressing specific nuances instead of a generic auto-reply. Managing an inbox becomes a matter of executing refined decisions rather than manual triage. We see the same chaos in our digital files. Downloads folders are often filled with receipts and contracts, hidden behind generic names like scan.001.pdf. AI organizers use optical character recognition to look inside the document, extracting the specific vendor, date, and project name. The system then descriptively renames the file and routes it to the correct magic folder without human intervention. When files describe themselves, the era of the manual nested folder ends. Data retrieval becomes intuitive because the system understands what it's storing. Time management often fails because we separate our static to-do lists from our dynamic calendars. AI scheduling agents bridge this gap by reading your task backlog, auto-scheduling focus blocks into available gaps around fixed meetings. If a meeting runs late, the AI fluidly rearranges the week, moving lower priority tasks to protect your focus time. Scheduling becomes a dynamic process that responds to the actual friction of a changing day. This logic is moving from our screens into our physical spaces, addressing the paralyzing choice of a messy kitchen. Computer vision identifies individual food items in a photograph. It frames and labels ingredients, turning a visual mess into a structured inventory. The AI then synthesizes these items into a single recipe recommendation. By narrowing the options to a specific meal, it addresses the paradox of choice. Vision models turn physical clutter into actionable logistics. The same semantic logic that cleans an inbox can now organize a kitchen. Personal software has transitioned into an active proxy. It anticipates, plans, and acts on our behalf. We are moving into a role as the human in the loop. Instead of creating organization from scratch, our primary job is approving the schedules, file names, and drafts the AI presents to us. This collapses the time to action. It closes the gap between receiving chaotic information and executing a final decision. By offloading the friction of daily organization, generative AI liberates our cognitive bandwidth. It allows us to spend our mental energy on uniquely creative, meaningful human work.
Thank you for watching. For more professional AI insights, remember to like this video and subscribe to AI Corecast.